Questions have been raised once again about the conduct of raids carried out by the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit Canu. Convicted drug lord Barry Mogotini Dataram had accused Canu officers of being involved in the drug trade and conducting illegal searches for personal benefits. Attorney-at-law Glenn Hanoman, who had submitted a few recommendations during the Barry Dataram COI to improve the operations of the anti-drug agency, is today questioning whether Canu is operating unsupervised.
That I believe Canu is operating in excess of their authority, and that if people don't speak out, they are going to be carried away. It seems as though they have no oversight. They're doing whatever it is they want. And I'm not sure, I will have to wait and see on whether how strong the police investigation will be. I have a client in Crabwood Creek who is claiming to have lost thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands, jewelry. According to their stories to the police, while Canu was in their house, they were drinking the champagne, drinking beer, throwing the bottles. They fired shots.
In the past 2 months, Mr. Hanoman claims he had several such cases in which the actions of raids conducted by Canu can only be deemed questionable. Those reports have been forwarded to the police for attention.
Recently, I am aware that the police are investigating Canu in 2 separate matters, one at Crabwood Creek and one at Sue's Dyke. The allegations made against Canu by the persons are that they broke and entered the dwelling houses and stole money and other valuables from the houses, in both instances. And I'm aware that the police are engaged in those investigations and I believe they've taken statements from the members of Canu who were on those raids.
This preacher in training told Nightly News his story. He alleged that Canu barged into his home 2 nights ago in search of another relative and arrested him instead. He was detained without an explanation. Why do you think Canu would want to search your home?
I don't know why they would like to search me home, because I don't do nothing. I mean, I innocent how I grew up. And
you say you don't do nothing, what do you mean?
Like where they talking about, or where they come illegal stuff and documents and drugs and ammunition, these kind of thing. I don't get myself involved in those stuff, period.
Back in October 2016, Minister of Public Security Kemrad Ramjatan called on the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit to secure more convictions. The minister had said that he had observed that persons who are caught red-handed with narcotics walk free due to the lack of adequate evidence presented in court.
My trouble is that at Canu, they don't have sufficient people that have training, police training. Most people that come from the military don't. I mean, the military organization is not a very democratic organization. Understandably, a leader makes an order and people have to follow it without question. But when you keep people in detention, they have certain rights, constitutional rights. And I don't believe that most of the people that comprise Canu seem to be predominantly made up of all army people.
Nightly News contacted Canu for a response to the allegations leveled, and the head of that unit, Mr. Atherley, said that unprofessional behavior under his watch is not encouraged, and assured that Canu ranks operate within the ambit of the law.
You know, unlike the police organization where you can go to Police Complaints Authority, there are no external agencies that you can complain to with regards to Canu. So they seem to be operating above the law. And it's very scary when any law enforcement agency does that.
Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.